कानून को कभी हाथ में लेना नहीं चाहिए. You've heard this dialogue in many films in different languages. And what happens in the film in the subsequent scene? The villain or whoever it is escapes from the jail, or he escapes from the court by producing sufficient evidence or sufficient lack of evidence against him. This happens a lot in real life too, more than films, I tell you. And during these things, like for example, when a person is encountered by the police, many people suddenly wake up and say, this is not the right manner. Polish people should not be doing encounters. A case should be registered against them, etc., etc. And half of the public say that the criminals should be killed immediately. So the people are divided like that. But have we ever thought what makes the police shoot a guy like that in an encounter and kill him? Or what makes the concept of encounter gather so much of public support these days? Have you ever thought about it? This guy, Vikas Dubey, who was shot today, the criminal who was encountered, had 62 criminal cases on him. 62. And he had 5 murders and 8 attempt to murder cases on him. He was such a big criminal. He was running his empire from the past 21 years. He has been in and out of politics for so many times. He has even killed an ex-minister. What is his name? Santosh Shukla. He's killed Santosh Shukla in a police station in front of 15 police people at point blank range. He had pumped a lot of bullets into Santosh Shukla's chest and forehead. That's what this guy has done. Can you or I imagine even slapping an MLA or a minister and walking away with it? No. We'll be in jail. Sade rahoge jail mein. Lifelong. But this guy walked scot free. Walked out of the jail. And how did he walk out? He walked out because 15 police people who were inside the police station when the murder was taking place had testified that there were nothing of such a sort of thing happened. Okay, and around 25 people turned rogue against the case. The case was closed and he walked out. As simple as that. Now, take Priyanka Reddy's case recently, around 8 months back. The rapists of Priyanka Reddy, who was a veterinary doctor, they were killed by the police. They were shot. They were encountered, you can say, in the same place at the same time where when they did that heinous crime once upon a time. The whole state went jubilant after that. It was not like an encounter scene. The scene was almost like a festival happening there. Small scale festivals keep happening in villages, no? Like that it was. People were playing drums, throwing flowers on the police and shouting police Zindabad. The whole city of Hyderabad went crazy with happiness. Because what was happening is these rapists, the 4 rapists and murderers of Priyanka Reddy, they were lodged in a jail. They were given mutton and chicken and everything to eat. Okay, they were having a royal treatment. They were having so many police protection vehicles, around some 5 to 6. You can almost say it's a convoy of vehicles protecting them. And so many police people protecting them. At whose cost? At whose cost is all of this being given? It is at our taxpayers' cost. You and me, people like you and me pay the taxes, and the money is used for things like this. For the food and safety and comfort of such useless fellows. Okay? And did you know that there are around 3.14 crore cases pending in the district courts? Around 47 lakh cases pending in the high courts and around 60,000 cases pending in the Supreme Court. And our conviction rate is 48.8%. In such a situation, why will the public have any bit of a faith in the judiciary? People are losing faith slowly. And that is what the police people are also proving it. And there have been several instances of police personnel being punished for encounters or any wrong cases. But are there any cases of judges being punished for wrong judgments or lawyers being punished for, trying to provide false evidences or things like that? No. Take the case of Nirbhaya for that matter. What happened to Nirbhaya's case? So many years. Her mother was running from court to court for so many years. What terrible agony she must have been through. Isn't that a clear example of how the justice system is nowadays? If this is the case, why will anybody have any more faith in the judiciary? And if something wrong happens to any of my family members, for that matter, God forbid, a soft person like me, even I would not wait for so many years. I think I might strike back because people are losing faith these days. How many years? Each small case goes on for about 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. And some property cases keep going around for 20 years till the people also die. What is the use of such justice delayed? And till the judiciary is not changed, things like that will keep happening. I just remembered an old share which I want to convert and tell you in this situation. एनकाउंटर हुआ है रोता है क्या आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या. The country is changing. People are losing their patience, losing their belief on the justice system. I don't know who is going to do it, but it's time things change. And one more thing. Did you know that Uttar Pradesh had a very bad name before? It was almost like the Gunda Raj. And there were parts of Andhra and Andhra Pradesh and Telangana also where we had such bad name, where they were called Gunda Rajas, and people used to run the city with that Rajinikanth's film Dalapati type of a theme, where there'll be one big rowdy, he'll be settling things like that. Now it's not the same in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. It's been wiped out. By what? By encounters. Police have taken them out, the main pins. If cases were put on them, they would have come out easily. With the kind of political power and money power that they had, they would have come out easily. Now in Uttar Pradesh, there are more than some 2,000 encounters, I think, and around 3,000 people are hiding in jails. 3,000 criminals do not want to come out right now. They want to hide in the jail to be safe from the police. That is how it's working. If you put cases on them and if you are soft with them, if you give them bails and paroles, these things won't come down. They should be snuffed out. That is my opinion. Some may feel that what I've told in this video is wrong. Some may disagree with me and say that there needs to be a change in many policies and many loopholes in the justice system need to be closed. Correct. I agree with you. But tab tak kya kare? Till the change is done. When will the change come? And till the change is done, what shall we do? Shall we let
these animals, these monsters roam on the road, taking away our properties, killing us, raping our sisters. Shall we? Think about it.